And with that, it's time now for an ETNOW Startup Central special. As euphoria around funding dies down, cockroach startups are now the buzzword. They are the need of the hour, and investors want to place their bets on them. If you are wondering what a cockroach startup is, well, it's basically one that can survive through tough times. Interesting name, I must say. Alok Bajpai, co-founder of travel platform ixigo, shares some tricks on how to build a cockroach startup. He spoke at Unplugged Startup Conference hosted by Next Big What. Take a look.
The only thing money buys you is time, right? But it does not buy ability to execute. Ability to execute is more fundamental to the DNA of the team that you build, right? It's not about how much money you have, it's about how you actually use that money, right? And if you are small, even if you don't have money, you might come up with, actually, there's a higher probability you'll come up with more brilliant ideas, because you're forced into a corner than a team that actually has $100 million, because their temptation will be to throw money at problems. You can't force feed users a product that doesn't work. You can force feed it once, twice maybe, but they're not going to come back, right? It's very hard to bring users back when you have a product that is only halfway there, right? And for 90% of the companies, that's the case, right? I mean, in very few companies, if you have product market fit, you're growing organically like crazy. When you are a Facebook, WhatsApp, Uber kind of company where you have that viral loop in place, and how many companies in the world actually have that, right? But if you're not there, you'd rather spend your time doing that. If you're hiring the right people, please get out of the way. They will actually be more productive if you do, right? Spend very little on marketing till the time you do not have organic growth, right? In fact, for apps, there's a good benchmark, right? If you don't have a 10% month-on-month growth at the small sort of phase that you are at, maybe at 10,000 users and stuff, then you haven't built anything fundamentally of value. Times have changed, right? Whenever we hired marketeers, we failed. Whenever we hired creative people, and many of these have engineering backgrounds, we succeeded, right? In today's world, marketing is about trying out new things, trying out new channels, trying out new product distribution strategies. And even if you're doing SEM in Facebook, doing it in an intelligent programmatic manner than just doing it the usual manual way, right? Which means you need a bunch of engineers as a part of your marketing team, right? People call them growth hackers, but I'm somewhat getting averse to the word because it's being misused. It's a mix of art and science, intuition and data. And you develop the intuition by talking to a lot of users, so keep doing that. Storytellers is what you need. You need people who can tell stories, right? Stories through content, through videos, through photos, people who can engage people, right? That's the kind of content that works. I think fundamental growth hack for all of you out there is just go and build that killer product which people will talk to each other about. It's the hardest bloody problem in the world. $1 billion of funding will not solve it, but understanding what the user wants and what the key drivers of adoption are will solve it, right? So that's where any of you can disrupt the large giants.
Krishna, the first urge, at least I have